Gaffaday, and welcome to another episode of the Brew Quest. Today's beer style is American Brett, and it's under the wild/sour beer category. And today's beer for the style is Russian River's Sanctification. Now, from everything I've read about Brett beers, it's any beer style, ale or lager that is, I guess, mixed fermented with Brett or 100% with Brett. And Brett, in this case, is a yeast called Brettanomyces. Also, not sure if it was on the craftbeer.com website or the BJCP website. It lists the sourness of the beer. It doesn't necessarily rival lambics or gooses. And hopefully this beer is not 100% sour. So this style is it's going to be very new to me. This is going to be my first beer that has Brettanomyces that I know of. I had a few other sours. I don't know if they had Brett in it. I am not 100% sure. But let's kind of talk about this beer. This beer is by Russian River Brewing Company. I've actually had this for about a year, actually a little bit more than a year. And I kind of put off doing this style until I actually tried the other sour beers. And this has kind of been sitting in my cellar / back part of the closet. Yeah, it's going to be sort of my first sour from Russian River. But I don't know how it's going to go, so let's pour it out and let's drink it. I'll be right back after the pour. Was a pretty cool pour. I always kind of dislike cage tops or caged corks only because when I used to work in a bar and opening champagne bottles, sometimes everything would just pop out and there'd be a lot of carbonation and a lot of foam everywhere. Thankfully that didn't happen. And a little interesting thing about this is that I guess it has the glassware recommendations on the side, so it has X over not sure if you can see that, and an X over the pint, and it shows tulip glasses. And I think that's also on the side of this label as well. Proper glassware, right? The beer coming out was pretty nice. There was some really nice head and foam to it. There was a lot of carbonation. This is actually very clear. I didn't really think it was going to be this clear. I thought, because I think this is bottle conditioned, there is a layer of sediment at the bottom of this bottle. This is surprisingly clear. You can see some, I guess, flakes or specks in it, but you can't get them all out, especially if it's bottle conditioned. But it looks good, really clear, nice, pale straw yellow. I think the base beer is a blonde. Yeah, so Sanctification, sour blonde. But it looks really good, so, well, put a nose on it. Not getting anything crazy. Kind of reminds me of a wit beer or a wheat beer with some sourness to it. Maybe some kind of non-fruited Berliner, maybe? Or it kind of also reminds me of the lambic. But yeah, definitely get a sour aroma coming off of this. So let's just dive right in. Cheers. Yeah, no, I really don't like this. Yeah, this is definitely not the style for me. All right, let's go through it. Let me take another sip just so I can everything can be fresh real quick. Hold on. So the first sip was pretty okay. Started getting some kind of bitterness thing over my tongue. Then started drying out. Sort of like that Belgian Golden Strong Ale from North Coast, that Prankster. And then the second sip, Same thing, except that bitterness, mouth drying part was a little bit stronger, and now it's sort of just hit. And yeah, not digging it. Not digging it at all. Mainly because I just don't like that. I don't like that. Anything that makes your mouth dry out. It's not something that's pleasant for me, and that's not something that I want in a beer. Yeah, it's very off-putting. Not really sour though. Was expecting some sourness. Not a lot of sour in this. But yeah, it is. It's not. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say. It's not something that I'm enjoying right now, and I'm guessing I'm probably gonna stay away from Brett beers. This is what a Brettanomyces beer is. Yeah, definitely staying away. So where does this actually fit on my beer styles list? It's not high, it's low. You know what? That Scotch style ale, the latest one I had was that Christmas ale from Bell's. Is it Bell's? Yeah, it was Bell's. I'd rather drink that than drink this. And the Belgian style Golden Strong is probably in the same realm. So like this is going second to the bottom. It could just be the bottom. It could be the second to the bottom. So at number 41 on my beer style list is the American Brett. Now I don't want to be overly critical on the beer itself, or it's just the style. And like what this series is about me trying to find better styles of beer that I've never tried, and hopefully I'll find a new one. And for those that love Brett beers, maybe this is awesome. Maybe this is amazing. But like, it's just not for me. I'm not gonna like it right now, or I don't like it right now. And maybe in the future I will, but that's gonna be like palate training, and I don't know how long that's gonna take. But for me right now, yeah, it's at the bottom of the list. So if you guys have a favorite Brett beer, leave it in the comments, and if I can try to find it, I'll try it out and I'll let you know what I think in like a side quest episode, or maybe when I revisit like the bottom 10 or bottom 5 styles. Who knows? But yeah, that's going to be it for me. Thank you for watching this episode of the Brew Quest. Leave a like down below, subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you on the next one. Cheers. Yeah, I just don't like Brett beers.